In the world's eyes, success is measured by numbers. How much money you make, how many followers you have, how big your impact seems. But what if God sees things differently? Jesus told a parable about two servants, one given 5 talents and another given only 2. The world might expect the one with more to receive a greater reward, but in the end, both heard the same words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." When a great man of faith dies, someone who stood boldly in the church, a mighty warrior of truth, people might imagine angels crowding heaven's gates to welcome him home. Surely a man like John Calvin or Martin Luther, who used their talents faithfully, will receive a great honor in God's kingdom. But did you know that there are many humble, small-town pastors whose congregations are no larger than 50 people? These men work tirelessly, pouring their lives into people, spending hours in prayer for their well-being and using every bit of their ability to win souls for Christ. Do you think their entrance into heaven will be any less triumphant than that of Luther? If so, then you do not understand how God deals with his people. He gives rewards not based on how much was entrusted to someone, but on how faithful they were with what they had. The one who was faithful in a little will be just as greatly rewarded as the one who was faithful in much. So take a moment. Look at this truth in Scripture. Notice that the servant who had 2 talents came to his master with just as much confidence as the one who had 5. He said, "Master, you gave me 2 talents. See, I've earned 2 more." His faithfulness was just as important, and his reward was the same. Well done, good and faithful servant. So here's our life application point for today. God does not judge you by how much you have, but by how faithful you are with what he's given you. Whether you have a great influence or a small, your obedience is what matters the most. So, dear friends, stay faithful to the little things, and one day you too will hear those words, "Well done, good and faithful servant."